झुलाओ मोरा जियरा डरत है लचके कदमवा की डारी अरे सावरिया लचके कदमवा की डारी अरे सावरिया लचके कदमवा की डारी अरे सावरिया धीरे से झुलाओ बनवारी अरे सावरिया अगल बगल अगल बगल सब सखिया झूलते हैं सखिया झूलते हैं सखिया झूलते हैं बिछवा में झूले राधा प्यारी अरे सावरिया बिछवा में झूले राधा प्यारी अरे सावरिया धीरे से झुलाओ बनवारी अरे सावरिया राधे झूलन राधे झूलन राधे झूलन राधे झूलन राधे झूलन कृष्ण झुलावे कृष्ण झुलावे कृष्ण झुलावे कृष्ण झुलावे निरखत सब नर नारी अरे सावरिया निरखत सब नर नारी अरे सावरिया धीरे से झुलाओ बनवारी अरे सावरिया धीरे से झुलाओ बनवारी अरे सावरिया धीरे से झुलाओ धीरे से झुलाओ बन धीरे से झुलाओ बन बनवारी अरे सावरिया अरे सावरिया अरे सावरिया
मीठे रस से भरोरी राधा रानी लागे महारानी लागे मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे मीठे रस से भरोरी राधा रानी लागे महारानी लागे मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे मन कारो कारो जमुना जीरो पानी लागे।
गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मला दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। यो गुरु स शिवः प्रोक्तः यः शिवः स गुरुः स्मृतः विकल्पं यस्तु कुर्वीत स नरो गुरुतल्पगः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तम् अनुपेतम् अपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुहाव पुत्रेति तन्मयतया तरवोऽभिनेदुः तं सर्वभूतहृदयं मुनिमानतोऽस्मि। यस्वानुभावम् अखिलश्रुतिसारमेकम् अध्यात्मदीपम् अतितितीर्षकान्तमुदं संसारिणां करुणया आह पुराणगुह्यं व्याससूनुम् उपयामि गुरुं मुनीनां। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। नमः पङ्कजनाभाय नमः पङ्कजमालिने नमः पङ्कजनेत्राय नमस्ते पङ्कजाङ्घ्रे। नमो किञ्चन वित्ताय निवृत्तगुणवृत्तये आत्मारामाय शान्ताय कैवल्यपतये नमः। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय हरये परमात्मने प्रणतक्लेशनाशाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद। अरे भाई लाउडली बोलो। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, हरे मुरारे। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव, हे नाथ नारायण। हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। श्री कृष्ण गोविंद, 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 हरे मुरारे। हे नाथ नारायण, हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव। बोलिए श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की, श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। नमः पार्वती पते हर हर महादेव। बोलिए सियावर रामचंद्र भगवान पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। हरि ओम। You know, yesterday I was talking that the basis of Ram Rajya was the law that all the components of any system should work for a common goal, and that goal should not be worldly, because world is a part of that component. Like the whole body is working for making your health better. Like pancreas are there, gallbladder is there, lungs are there, stomach is there. So all the body wants that you should be healthy. So body has a one common goal. And therefore different kind of juices are secreted when you eat food. Somewhere acid is there. In one day, 1 liter of hydrochloric acid is produced in the stomach. Imagine that. HCl, 1 liter. And if metabolism is more, I think it will be more. But this much is there. ठीक है? हाँ. Similarly, liver is there, similarly, gallbladder is there, similarly, other parts, pancreas are there. So, pancreas secrete insulin. So, what carbohydrate you have taken, it is converted into digestive, some kind of energy it goes in the blood only when insulin is there. So, diabetes means, bolo, your body has become sugar factory, because that sugar is not converted into energy. Sugar is being secreted out. Diabetes, God has amazing system, but your stomach, your lungs, your, what is it called? Huh? No. There's a name, I'm not good in all these things. What is it called? There is a voice tube is there, eating tube is there. Esophagus is there, or tube is there. Huh? So these things are meant to facilitate your process so that you can be healthy. Because you are breathing also. You can breathe by mouth also. And you can eat also. So at the same, there's a one lid in between, it goes like. Why did you become doctor? So there, anyway, you have fasted. So whole body, you will not know what's going on. Therefore, doctors are more closer to God sometimes, because they know that it is God's creation, very intelligent. Automatically one side is blocked when you are speaking. The eating one is blocked. When you are eating, the speaking one is blocked. Similarly, lot of things are there. But the whole body is attempting to make you healthy. Health is not a part of the body. It is a common goal of all organs. And they all work in coordination so that you can be hale and hearty. So, this is the law. Please understand this point. Any system, house, office, country, institutions, they work for a common goal, first of all. And please note my point that common goal should not be worldly. That should not be money, that should not be. When the companies are there, their goal is to make maximum money. Or their goal is to make maximum kind of output of certain things. But that will not make them happy. You say turnover is 2000 crores or what million crores or 20 billion crores, 20 billion, whatever is there. But that is not what is required. It won't make them happy. Because you are working for a worldly thing. You are getting everything from the God, but you are not giving back to the God. So you are stopping the flow of love. You got love, but you did not give love. If we had not got love, your mother will not bring up. Teachers will not teach us. So I stop the flow of love. I stop the flow of giving. So any system, understand this, all components should work towards a common goal which is different than the component, and that should be the ultimate goal only. Otherwise system will be very unhappy. By supposing 20 people are there in the system, supposing, and they are working for a common goal called getting money, right? They got money. When they got money, now tell me what is the next problem? When I worked for money, what is the next problem? They got money. Huh? 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 No. Supposing they got X amount of money, share. Somebody will work more, somebody will work less. This is why there is a society that has a disparity. I think I work more but I get less money. He worked less but he got more money. Or maybe he worked more or he is more qualified. I understand in my heart that he is more talented, more qualified, more brilliant. I have to cut a sorry figure, he is my head. Internally I don't want to accept him as a head, but I have to accept it. Now, moment any worldly goal is there, tell me, fight will start ultimately. Whether it is money, whether it is a house, whether it is some kind of, even relations are there. I am working for my son. Now others will be neglected. I am working for my wife. Others will be neglected. So moment you choose one goal, that system will develop a crack in due time. That will develop some kind of rift and disparity and jealousy and hatred, and some kind of tug of war will start. This is a problem, because in any system not all can be equally qualified. Some will be more brilliant, some are less brilliant, some are more hardworking, some are hardly working. And if I am less qualified, another is more qualified. So naturally more qualified will get more fame, more promotion, more money. He will be in my higher position. I will feel, see, he is getting, although I know in my heart of my heart that he is better than me. But I am not able to accept that he is better than me. Why should I? Why should he be? In the heart of the heart, you will accept it. That see, he is there, and he is definitely better than me. He has something more. But I don't like he gets so much. Slowly, any kind of system will develop some kind of polarization. And therefore there is no office which is not polarized, which is not having some kind of resentment in the workers. Because offices are based on output of a product. I make wash basin. Or I make sweaters. We produce wool. Or wool the sheep produces. So we produce. I don't know, artificial wools must be there. I think. Synthetic must be there. Artificial leathers is also there. Artificial leather. They look like that. So I said, I don't use leather. Somebody brought some leather. They said, no, it's not that leather. This leather is artificial leather. Some name is there. Some name is of artificial leather. It appears same as like our leather. But leather is not used in puja, etc. Leather is not used because it belongs to animal. Although shank also is an animal product. Shank is from the animal. But that is very auspicious. Shank, conch, which we were blowing yesterday. We all heard, it was good. See, Stanley also heard. But that is auspicious. Damru, tabla, that, what is it called, dholak, they all have animal skin in that. But that is auspicious. Anyway, my point is anything you make, it will, any goal other than the God, in family, supposing 10 people are living. Why the problem starts, tell me. Why the system became that we have to separate. My brother is separated, I am living separately, he is living separately. Why? Because when the wives came and the husbands were there, so the kind of vegetable I wanted, he doesn't like. I wanted, what is it called, beans, and he wanted today, what is it called, bani chao. He is fond of roti, I was fond of bani chao. Then I thought, okay, let's leave the topic. Then we thought, we should not be so fussy. Let us all go out. Wife said, no, I want to go to Ushaka. So that family, other brother said, no, I want to go to Pavilion, and then we want to go to Gateway. Gateway is different than Ushaka. I thought it was the same place. No. Ho gaya na? When these incidents happen 2, 4, 10, 20, 40 times, then they say, I think we'll be happy if we live separately. कोई सिस्टम नहीं रह सकता ऐसा. No system is there. If unless, whether I'm telling you, house, ashram, even ashrams, in missions. If we work for something else, then you work for something, I work for this thing, you work for that thing. If we are not seekers in the mission, mission will break away. Because we are not aiming for a common God. And for God, if you work, then superiority, inferiority is not there. Because I'm not wanting that money, I don't want the fame, I don't want recognition as much as I want to please the God. I don't want. Therefore, anybody who is not very brilliant will always have inferiority, he will always have a resentment, he will inside be reacting to the system. Because he doesn't get that place, he doesn't get that position. And maybe the one who has power, he can exploit also. All possibilities are there. Nothing else will make any house quiet. They say, my house is disturbed. Of course it will. What for you work? You are working for wife, or you are working for husband, then in-laws will be neglected. You are working for in-laws, then wife will be neglected. You are working for husband, then mother is neglected, father is neglected. You are not working for God. And moment you work for God, then please note my point. God is in all points. Then I cannot disrespect you. then I don't want my personal achievement, personal fame, personal money. I'm not acting as the part only. I'm acting as a part of a whole. And this way you will be happier. It doesn't matter if I'm not given that much. Why? I got it. I got the reward. It doesn't matter if I didn't get the promotion. I got it. Why? In my heart I'm happy. Unless there is one common, very strong love for something big. I was telling yesterday, a mission came up because of the common love for Puj Gurudev. What was there? This tuition Chinmaya mission came up because of the common love. In Chennai 1953, Gurudev was not having mission, so they said, okay, let's have. Only because they wanted to propagate his teachings. That was the only goal. You have heard that. And then they said, what should be the mission's name? They said, Divine Mission. Gurudev said, Divine Mission. That was Gurudev's idea. Because he was in divine life. He studied with 1 year with Swami Shivananda. More time he was with. Diksha Guru was Swami Shivananda. Shiksha Guru was the Pan Maharaj. So they said, no, make it Chinmaya Mission. Gurudev said, but I don't want to start any institution in my name. So they taught Gurudev only. They said, Chinmaya means knowledge. ऐसे हो गया. Now that was only because they had a love for Swamiji Gurudev, therefore they all gave their money, their time, some donated their houses, some donated their so many things. ठीक है ना? And when you are working for that common goal, you may be in a committee, you may not be in a committee. You may be in a trust, you may not be in the trust. You may be outside the trust. You may be outside, you may be devotee, sometimes devotee may be working more. Doesn't matter. Because you are offering, doesn't matter. ठीक है ना? But moment that is forgotten, that point is forgotten, then you are gone. Then system will not agree, then you will create a bipolar disease, which has moods. There is a disease called bipolar disease. A lot of mood swings are there. है ना, सुना है ना? I hope nobody has. So they say, I don't know, but they say extreme mood swings are there. All of a sudden, the person becomes very happy all of a sudden he starts crying, all of a sudden he becomes angry. I don't have, but I've seen people like that. I don't know they have bipolar or not, but I've seen like that. So system also can be unhealthy system. It can be an unhealthy system where you are not able to offer yourself for whole. There is no common joy in all of us. तब तो मजा है रहने का घर में. Common joy is the God's joy amongst all of us. This was the foundation of our. What is Ram Raj? Actually, Swaraj. What is Apnoti Swarajyam? What Taitri says. And the expression of that infinite is here Bhagavan Ram. And therefore, I told yesterday, you say he is the leader, but leader has to be the best sevak, then only he can be accepted as a leader. Because leader is the one who is identifying with the God, whom I can follow, whom I can work. Jugob Pitravat Ramaha, 50, I have seen this verse yesterday. Menire Pitaram Chatam. We have leader like Gaddafi, Saddam, क्या नाम लें लोग का यहाँ से. These leaders were there. If you see their life, it is terrible and horrible. Who else was there? Many are there. Dictators were there. I don't want to take their name in Bhagavad class. अब कहाँ से country टूट गई country? Hitler. He was abusing one section of the community. He said only Christians will be there, Jews will be killed. ऐसा नहीं होगा ना. You cannot oppose the whole, and you cannot be. If you cut one part of the body, the pain will be in the whole body. Even that part is appendix. They say appendix is a useless part in the body. A lot of you are talking about body. It's just coming, don't worry, I won't talk. I'm not in that area. You know where is appendix? Yes, you don't know. So, that leader represents that God. He represents the common higher goal. तब मन करता है कि इसको समर्पित करो. He is a manifested form of what? Manifested form of the samarpya. Samarp means of the altar. He is a live altar, not altar. A-L-T-A-R, altar, T-A-R. And Bhagwan Ram was like, तो भगवान ही हो गए वहाँ पे तो. ठीक? You know, you talk about so many things. थोड़ा सा हम कंट्री की बात कर देते हैं. Developing country, developed country. You say, भाई, Britain is a developed country, or US is a developed country, because GDP is very high. GDP is high, the income is high, whatever criteria may be. I am not in economics. I am not a person of economics. But that is the only criteria. The country doesn't have an emotional personality. There is a financial face of the country, there is an emotional face, there is an intellectual face, there is a spiritual face of the country. Country has only one layer, the infrastructure, and the professional layer. Professional and infrastructural layer country has only. What about the emotional layer? What is about the religious layer? What about the spiritual layer? And please note, these layers are internal to the external ones. More internal than professional life and infrastructural life is your emotional life. More internal than emotional life is your religious life. More internal than religious life is your spiritual and intellectual life. What about those areas? What about those areas? उसका क्या है? वहाँ तो आप कंगाल हो. You don't have anything. बताओ आप, whole Europe, whole America, how many tirth are there? How many pilgrimages are there? How many saints had come there? South Africa, how many saints came here? What about the spiritual layer? What about the religious layer of this country? Only GDP is the criteria. This is your बेमानी हो गई भाई. What is the emotional layer? क्या है? How the brother treats a brother? How father treats a son? How son treats a father? How husband treats a wife and wife treats a husband? You know, one met a woman in America somewhere. He said, I have seen you somewhere. She said, yes, I was your fifth wife. So एक इमोशनल लेयर भी होता है. And that binds the house, that binds the community. Are you getting my point? If you don't have that layer, then house becomes a lodging boarding center. And therefore, you know, when you go to America, etc. आज अमेरिका के पीछे पड़ गया. नहीं, अमेरिका के पीछे क्यों पड़ेंगे? जो अच्छी चीज़ है लो वहाँ से भाई. Their professional life is very good. Their discipline in their profession is very good. Good, whatever is good, take it. But what is not good, I am telling that also. Where we are there. So you know, if you live with your parents at the age of 30, so they will say, you live with your parents. You are a working person. You live with your parents. How old are you? 30 and still living with your parents. Why? Because Matr Devo Bhava, Pitr Devo Dava Bhava is not there. अब ये कोई कल्चर है कि when I was requiring, I took from my parents. After that, I left them. It is not based on sacrifice, so that emotional personality is not there. एक भाई भाई है यहाँ पे, एक भाई भरत जी हैं. He goes to bring another brother for his kingdom. ये एग्जाम्पल है. अनुज सखा संग भोजन कर रही. He is eating with all four brothers are living together. ये यहाँ का एक बात है. The sacrifice between brother and brother, sacrifice between son and father, sacrifice between teacher and disciple. There I have heard, I don't know, neither I have studied. The college teachers are there. So they will address, they will have a cup of coffee, etc. in the class also. And they will address the name with the name. I don't hear how did they address the teacher. Sir, sir or madam. Huh? Ma'am, even if he is sir. Okay. So, how do they act? Madam, sir, sir, and ma'am. Okay. But चलो अच्छी बात है. लेकिन वहाँ पे तो नाम ले लेते हैं ऐसे. वहाँ they will say, Dad, I don't agree with you. I'm frankly talking about it. This issue is not the right issue. What the problem is in that area. We are finding out. Dad said, see, we have to be religious. Tomorrow is Satnarayan Katha. And we have called the priest. And in that temple, that priest is there, Muru Swami. And he is called. We have other work to do tomorrow. What is Satnarayan Katha? And that Katha, what are you talking about? That Katha is, I've been listening since, what does it mean? Does the God is there or what? Don't you think that's superstitious, not that? No, but just sit there and after that, okay, I'll come at my own time. It's okay. Don't eat prasad like this. Always put it on your head and then eat. I like this. Why? It's a simple food. I eat like this. What is what? It's the body. It's a part of the body. You touch in the forehead is a part of the body. If you touch in the stomach, it's a part of the body. So what was the difference? It's make that. हम बेचारा डैड क्या करने को पता ही नहीं. They are searching, Swami, please explain. हम क्यों explain कर रहे हैं? हाँ, उसकी श्रद्धा नहीं, हम क्यों explain? His श्रद्धा is then I'll explain. The religious personality, the emotional personality. This culture of only two. When you go for a wedding, I was being taught, it is written two in the card. The card 2 is written, 2 person. In your wedding also it was written 2, 3. If you remember. Remember that? So 2, and they check also. Not that it is just like that. And she was tell you the seat number also, that this is a table. This is a table for you. That table is there. This was not in India. Because the number of plates are limited, they are counted. Therefore, they will charge per plate, the caterers. यहाँ तो जितने आज तुम भी आ जाओ. Please help yourself. Please help yourself. And supposing you say 4 are there and 10 came. Why? You didn't tell me. 4 are there, 5 are come. एक emotional personality, when it is not developed, you don't touch the heart of other person. Undeveloped emotionally. You will never appreciate this person wants something. He is in need today. He is in pain today. He wants somebody to talk to him. He wants some kind of attention today. Everybody has some emotional pain. I want to express myself. That house which is not developed emotionally, it will never be a happy house. That country which is never developed emotionally, it won't be a happily developed country. Ram Raj means development at all level. Physical level, infrastructural level development, emotional development, religious development, intellectual development, and spiritual development. Are you getting my point? Then it is a complete society. Because otherwise, incomplete society is there. In our house, supposing postman came. Earlier postmen were there. I don't know, some of you have not seen postmen also. Have you seen postman? Acha. So postman came and it was, you know what was the rule? Whether he asks or not, you have to give water. Water. And you cannot give plain water. You have to give some sweet thing with the postman. Plain water was not allowed. You give him biscuit. If nothing is there, give him some jaggery. Plain water was not allowed because he not considered good to give plain water. Lot of things we have inherited and learned from there. Emotional personality, religious personality is there. Acha, Purnima is there, okay. Ekadashi is there, so you have to pass. Pradosh, Shivaratri is there. Havan is there, okay. Pitru Paksh is there, okay. Do the puja, Pitru Paksh is there today. Today's eclipse is there, so you observe the eclipse. Let us close the temple and fast and take Lord's name during the time of eclipse. From childhood we have been seeing. That was the religious personality. Intellectual, don't think people, Aryabhat, zero was discovered in India. Aryabhat was a great mathematician. Mathematics, the origin of mathematics was in India. The origin of Newton's law is in Upanishad. A lot of laws are there. The Sanskrit is the most scientific language you all have known it. Supposing you close your eyes and people are speaking English, you can say he's South Indian or he's North Indian. One sentence they speak. Supposing you say, Ram goes to the house. And a South Indian speaks. Ram goes to the house. North will speak. He will speak. Gujarati will speak differently. Punjabi will speak differently. Rama goes to the house. Or a word, paparazzi is there. Everybody will pronounce differently. Paparazzi. है ना? ठीक है. One sentence you can make it out. Similarly, those who are very good with, this is Australian English, this is British, this is American. I don't know, but some are very good in all these things. Right? No? Have you understanding what I'm saying? But Sanskrit is pronounced. You cannot make it out which part is from. Rama graham garchati. Simple sentence. If that is pronounced, you cannot say this from South India, North India, or American or English. Who is saying it? Tell me why? Because language is very disciplined. You cannot say Ram. Graham Gatchati. You cannot say that. You have to say exactly Ramaha Graham Gachati. It will be totally wrong if you make ta Gachati. It's not like that. मार पड़ जाएगी फिर. Gachati नहीं है, Gachati है. Evolution of language was there from India. Evolution of mathematics was there. Society is not because it is professionally very sound. Here Prahlad at the age of 4 brings the Lord. Here Dhruv goes in the jungle at the age of 4 or 5. Tell me, spiritually, that is the foundation of any person's life and foundation of the nation. Foundation of nation is not the good roads and the good hotel or good kind of hospitals. Foundation is experience of freedom is there or not. Can you live for others? Is God is the foundation or not of the society or of the country or of the institution? Are you working for Him, living for Him, one or not? Then only happiness is there. Otherwise happiness will not be there. You will become selfish, you will become arrogant, you will become competitive, you will become jealous. That kind of society is there. They say standard of living is very, they say no, Japan is very expensive. This is Singapore is very expensive country. Very difficult to live. You have to survive. To survive, you have to earn a lot. Survival of fittest, they say. Britain also is expensive. London is also expensive. You cannot live. You have to earn. That means thinkers are not born. For everything you have to earn. If the person is not free, if he doesn't get the food without working, where is the time for him to think? So various levels are there of the society. Don't think that India is developing country, or because the roads are not there, too much of rush is there, because a lot of dirt is there, pollution is there. Pollution is there in your mind also. You address that. A lot of pollution is there in your mind, kami, krodhi, and you are talking about the India. What about the infrastructure of India? What about the religious personality of India? Has any country produced Panini? Has any country produced Vivekananda? Has any country produced our Gurudev Swami Chinmaya? Has any country produced Raman Maharshi? Has any country produced Aryabhat? Has any country produced so many great saints? Has any country so many texts as we have? Has any country or religion has so many 18 Puranas? Has any country Upanishads? The foundation was this here. And that is Ramaraj. Ramaraj means foundation of society is Ram. Everything comes for Ram and for Ram. From, far, off, to, by, in. All are Ram only. All 7 cases is in Ram. I hope you are understanding. That then only joy will be there. Don't only say GDP, GDP, GDP. And we have a good salary there. Good salary doesn't mean, because salary etc. are only Panch Mahabhut. It is only 5 elemental world. There is a bigger world which is emotional world. There is a bigger spiritual world. Say yes. Okay, understood. ठीक है यार. ठीक. Just because convenience is more. Convenience is more. We have a bullet train. Very good. I appreciate it. I am for infrastructure. Don't think I am against infrastructure. I am for the best engineering college and best medical college and best kind of science and rocket. Everything want. But don't think that is the only criteria. There are bigger criterias. Understood, no? Somebody is very smart person, very beautiful person, very handsome personality, healthy body is there. But more than how he is as a person, how is his emotions, what is the principle for which he lives, but he is very healthy. Everywhere they are talking about health. In thag sunte health. What about emotional health? What about spiritual health? Exercise, pranayam. अच्छी बात है, but this is only a dibba. This is one box which will be burnt in few days or few years. It's a matter of time. Next 30, 40 years, hardly anybody will be there. 1, 2 may be there. 40, 50 years. 50 years कर देते हैं, ठीक है. 50 years you will be there? No? You? 50 years? देखो कोई भी बोलती है नहीं. क्यों रहोगे 50 साल में? 50 साल बाद रहोगे? पता नहीं. ये चांसेस है इनका. You? Definitely not. Okay. 40 years? कहाँ जाओगे? कहाँ है मोक्ष? क्या है जीव? क्या है पुनर्जन्म? क्या है? जब वो फाउंडेशन होता है ना, तो देन यू गेट अ सेंट, ही लीव्स एवरीथिंग. क्या यहाँ का क्या बढ़िया है. And he says, भज गोविंदम गोविंदम भज मूढ़मते. वो गोविंद करते करते चला जाता है, घर छोड़ देता है. ये संन्यास हो गया. He has done his गृहस्थाश्रम, वानप्रस्थाश्रम. वेदांत वाक्येषु सदा रमन्तः भिक्षान्न मात्रेण चतुष्टिमन्तः अशोकवन्तः करुणैकवन्तः कौपीनवन्तः खलु भाग्यवन्तः. Shankaracharya Bhagavan says, who is the luckiest person? You know what is written? Vedant, who is in copy, who is in lion cloth? Who is Vedant, he is reveling in the words of Vedanta Upanishad, Mahavakya. And how he lives? Bhikshanna matrena tushti manta. He is satisfied with little bhikshas. Karunaikavanta. Vedanta vakyashu sadaramanta. Bhikshan matrena chatushti manta. Ashokvanta, who has no sorrows. इन्हीं की सॉरोज है. कितना टेंशन है अमेरिका में, कितना टेंशन है यूरोप में, कितना टेंशन. चाइना को तो पूछो मत, जाके देखो वहां पे. अशोकवंत. sorrow goes only by devotion, dispassion and knowledge, not by super flights. Not by, what is it called? That building, top building in Dubai? Burj Khalifa. Longest, tallest building, what is there? Hoot patang cheez hai. Tani tarik cheez bani. Revolving restaurant is there. गिर जाओ तब तो चक्कर आ जाए वहां पे. In the ocean they have made, and underwater something is there. Underwater they have made. Underwater they have made something. So you can see shark, etc. Supposing it breaks then? Karunaikavanta, Ashokavanta, Karunaikavanta. Ye Ram Raj. I hope you are understanding. Completely देखो ना, emotional life भी देखो. Spiritual life, the foundation तो वही है ना. The biggest is the Lord, the biggest is the self. He alone should be the truth. What is, you are living for false. That means you are trying to make the false thing true. Therefore Bhagavan Ram became the king. No, not became, he is the king. He is the king. He manifested as. So when Dasharath ji went to Vasisht ji, सेवक सचिव सकल पुरबासी जे हमारे अरिमित्र उदासी सबहि राम प्रिय जय विधि मोही प्रभु आशीष जनु धरु जन देहि. बोले सेवक Sachiva Sakal Purbasi. See what he says. Servants, secretaries, ministers, people in the country, enemies, my friends, sadhu sannyasi. Everybody loves Ram as I love him. Prabhu Asis Janu Tanu. As if your blessings has taken a manifested form in form of Lord Ram. Understood? What? Therefore he should be coronated. Anywhere I told you, one who is to be the leader or head, he has to be the power of faith. Strong center of faith. Yesterday also I was talking about that. Otherwise people will not follow. So everybody left. I told you, no, police station was closed, courts were closed. Nothing was there. Praja swadharma nirata varnashram gunanvitaha jugo pavitra vadramaha menire pitaram chatam tretayam vartamanayam kalah krit samo bhavat Rame Rajani Sarvagye Sarvabhuta Sukhavahhe Vanani Nadyo Girayah Varshani Dvipa Sindhavah Sarme Kamadugha Asan Prajanam Bharatarshabha. Kya badhiya hai. Everybody was in their own dharma. Dharma means that which holds you, gives joy to system, joy to you. joy to future when people will talk about you. Because when you will pass from the world, one day when you will, why talking passing? So when you, fortunately, when you will pass from the world, so there will be something to talk about you. What you did to that person, what you did not do to that person. And let me tell you, please don't think that after passing away, people don't talk bad or don't think bad. Huh? Supposing I did bad and passed away, still if I have done bad too, still you will think that that day he did like this too. I'm telling you. Don't think माफ हो गया. ऐसा माफ कुछ नहीं होता. People don't forget. Well, don't. After all, he is no more. Don't talk like that. But he did like this to me. He may pass away or whatever is there, but he troubled me. आपकी कुछ बात तो होगी ना. People will talk about you, and people will talk about what you did for them, what personally you did. I was in touch with him for 2 years. We have a small span of interaction, of living. I was with him for 5 years. I was with him for 10 years, 20 years. And in that time you got something. Today I talk about my grandfather because I got a lot. His memory hai. That memory is there because of that only. So dharma is there. About you, very nice things can be talked about. I'm repeating it. The experiences of the people about you, there are very nice things about him. I can talk, like about Gurudev, I can talk a lot about him. Very nice things are there. ठीक है ना? Lot of experiences are there. We can talk a lot. Very great things. We can write a book. Book also came, every brother teaching, and so many books were there. About so many saints when I talk about, we can talk a lot about them. Dharma is that what you do is worth talking about after you leave the world. Because you have given so much. It had fragrance of sacrifice, fragrance of forgiveness, fragrance of renunciation, fragrance of angerlessness, fragrance of absence of mood, fragrance of surrender. There is something great about that. Dharma makes you very valuable during you live and after you live. Still people will humiliate you. When you live, then you are very strong contributory. When you live, your nature is very good. So because your nature is very good, therefore you are very strong contributory. Not in terms of finance, but your emotional contribution, your spiritual contribution. Nobody is saying, well, yes, I'm quite tired actually. I couldn't take rest in the afternoon. Satsang is the only place I get some rest. So loudly you say, can we lower the volume? आपको सुनाते हैं, भागवत पढ़ना सीख लो. सेकेंड लाइन देखो 52 श्लोक की. रामे राजनी धर्मज्ञ सर्वभूत सुखावय. दिस इज सती सप्तमी. Underline last 2 words. Sarvabhut Sukhavai, who is the giver of joy to all beings. तब लगता है कि he should become my leader. क्यों? Because he understands me, because he loves me, because he really tolerated me a lot, because he shapes me, because he thinks about me. I can share my heart out, because he is not an arrogant person, because he is not an angry person. Sarvabhut Sukha. Tell me, who will give joy unless nature is not good? If person's nature is not very good, how can he give joy? Because he doesn't have it. He doesn't have joy. How will he give? So in the Yuga of Treta, Kali Yuga, Satyuga had come. Tretayam, Vartamanayam, काला कृत समय मीन्स सतयुग. भगवान राम का स्वभाव ऐसा था. He met anybody, he started pressing the feet somewhere. You know, at some place I read, if somebody was coming to Bhagwan Ram, poor person, when he was a prince, and he said, I have no money. So Bhagwan Ram brought him in his palace and gave everything of the house. So there was no sofa set, there was no bed, there was no lamp, nothing. So Dashrath ji was furnishing every second day his house. ऐसा स्वभाव जिसका होगा क्यों नहीं कोई प्यार करेगा? नहीं है. So then later on Dashrath ji did one thing. He put some guards around. He said, what is the problem? Don't tell any sad news to Bhagwan. It's too short for sad news. If you want, you can go and ask him. You want to see him. But sad news that my wife is troubling husband, don't give such news. I will go because he is very soft-hearted. Dharmagya, he knew what is dharma. एक सेंटर बनता है, बहुत दिन लगता है. It takes years and years to bring out one center of faith. You have very difficult to get this. Sarvabhut sukhavah. If you give joy, only when you have forgiveness, only when you have seva, only when you have angerlessness, only when you have expectationlessness, only when you have forgiveness, only when you have hatredlessness, then only you cannot give joy unless you have, if you have hatred, if you have anger, if my mood is off today. What will you eat today? Your head. All the time asking, what will I eat today? No, but I'm just asking, what will you, why are you going so blue and black? What will happen to you? Don't ask such questions. No, but I'm asking, what will you eat? Only simple things I ask. Don't you know I will eat the same food what you are eating, only one kitchen is there. No, some people have in the room also, therefore I'm asking something in their room also. I don't have anything in my room. All the time troubling me, I'm not going to talk to you. Up now, with this person, how much next time when you meet, even if this question comes, you will not ask. I'm ready. कहाँ से नेचर अच्छा होगा हमारा? Because I'm in my mood. When you are walking around, other person wants, please take away some of my sorrow. I have little problem. Can you understand? What problem? I cannot tell just like that. Come close to understand my problem. You need a help. I need help. Sure. You don't understand? No. What help? You need, shall I give some money? No, not money. I want your man. My man is not with me. How can you give joy, my dear? Anybody has negativity, that means he is occupied. He is already booked. How can he give? Dharmagya. आपको लोग आपके पास, they don't want to just see your face and my face. When you see me, you don't want to see my face and my eyes and eyebrows and hairs and neck and lips. You don't come to see this. You come here from anywhere, you are listening here. You have not come to see my lips or my hair or my eyebrows or my chandan or my tripund. That what style is there. Or what kind of angvastra is there, or how Swamiji will. You want to say, can you share some good thought with me? Can you give me some love? Can you understand my problem? Can you take away some of my hang-ups, hangover? राम जी दूसरे के दिल में जाते थे और बैठ जाते थे, देखते कि इसको क्या परेशान कर रही है बात. Serving is not. Because serving you need lot of anticipation. You can't have your own mind. Why he went to Valmiki ji? Why he went to Bharadwaj ji? Tell me. Tell me. Every elder person thinks younger person should come and he should at least come and pay his respect. And when he was elder, Lakshman ji, Sita ji were walking behind him. And they were not saying, I'm tired. Bhagwan used to say, I'm tired. Jimi palak bilochan rakshain. As the eyelids protect the eyes, similarly, Sita ji and Ram ji were taking care of Lakshman ji. Not that Lakshman ji was serving only. तब संबंध बनता है. ठीक है, सर्वभूत सुखाव है. I mean, a person felt, I think, I was living with God like somebody. सबके साथ नहीं लगता है. You feel I was living with a demon. Or I was living with somebody who is like God. धर्मज्ञ सर्वभूत सुखाव है. Earlier it was said like a father. Now it is for everybody is there. क्यों भाई? This requires you should have no desire. A person who is after money, will he give joy to everybody? A person who is only after his wife, will he give joy to everybody? A person who is after fame, will he give joy? उसको fame नहीं मिला, उसको गुस्सा लेके हमारा famous ही नहीं हुआ. I wanted fame. Or supposing he is attached to somebody, to be a very good giver of joy, you have to be very detached. राम स्वभाव सभी सुख दाता. अब he is equally at ease with Vasishji and with the tribals. Imagine that. Generally we try to have our own group. We have our own standards. When Vasishji is there, Bhagwan Ram is equally in a very contemplative when he talks in the chaste Sanskrit language to him. And he talks about Vedanta. You read Yoga Vasishta. You understand what Ramji is. And Vasishji, some Lord Brahmaji, extremely pious, whose age is so thousands of years. He is sitting at the feet. And when he is talking to the tribals of Chitrakoot, who are all dark, whose hairs are disabled, muds all around, they are dirty, their clothes are dirty, Bhagwan is still putting his hand on their head and still talking them, still embracing them. Tell me why, how is it possible? It is possible only when the person sees himself in both. Ego means that I cut myself with somebody's sorrow and I don't care about, I don't bother. Maro jao. You are not mine, you are not, I look down upon. Sarvbhut sukhav hai. Therefore he had a horizontal personality. You know, there are beams and there are pillars in the building. So the beams are going through all the whole roof, the beam goes through that. Pillar is holding at one point and beam is through the hall. So some pillar is only holding one aspect. But he is a horizontal personality. Understood? नहीं समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है. With the brother, if he is sitting with Bharat, sometimes he is talking to Bharat. Sometimes he is talking to Lakshmanji. Everybody felt that he belongs to me. I belong to Ram. Ram understands me. He does not misunderstand me. Our biggest problem is people misunderstand me or they ununderstand you. What? Ununderstand? Which English is there? This is Zulu English. Maximum time you will feel in your life, either this person doesn't understand my problem, either he misunderstands me. Very few you will find. Even husband and wife don't understand each other. Very rare, except those who are here, normal. But I am just saying, आपको कोई समझता नहीं. समझने के लिए आपके पास, when you are with the cosmic mind, you easily understand. When you are having an ego, you cut yourself from the cosmic mind. And when you are egoless, you are one with his mind. It appears that you are living in this body, but actually you are living with all the bodies. It appears that saint is living in this body, but actually he is in all hearts. He is living in all hearts. He is talking in all hearts. He is seeing through all eyes. He is talking through many mouths. We appear that Gurudev was in a body, but he talked through many mouths and still he is talking. This is the personality of a saint. He is a cosmic mind. He is a cosmic eyes. As you forgive yourself many times, supposing you broke the cup, everybody breaks the cup now and then. Huh? Today you broke or what? You broke. Achha. Somebody broke somewhere in last week. Supposing you broke, so first you think, hope nobody has seen. First thing is that issue is there, hope nobody has seen. Slowly I'll collect and throw it somewhere there. Otherwise, why cup we'll lose? Somebody has definitely broken. I don't know. Nobody told me. Or supposing you are bringing and that milk falls down or something happens. How easily you forgive? Koi baat nahi. I knew it was my mistake. Sorry. If somebody is careless person, drowsy, sleepy all the time, nonsense, wasting ashram's money. We should make one WhatsApp group for broken utensils also. But when you break it, you are so forgiving. Galti ho gayi. Sometimes who doesn't spill something on his shirt, pants, sarees, lungi? Many times today also when I eat fruit, something falls down. Or when I am taking something, tea falls down. And sometimes the mark doesn't go. Still you forgive. Saints, therefore, they don't live as a body. They live throughout all bodies. बोले हमारे ही तो है ये हमारे ही यह सर्वत्रान अभिस्नेह दो अर्थ है यह सर्वत्रान अभिस्नेह और यह सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेह इन स्थित प्रज्ञ यह सर्वत्रान अभिस्नेह मीन्स हु हैज लव फॉर एवरीबॉडी अंडरस्टूड यह सर्वत्र अनभिस्नेह यह सर्वत्रान अभिस्नेह कोई बात नहीं ये राम जी थे ये राम जी थे परशुराम जी shouting. You know what Ramji is saying? Can I do something to quieten you? You become quiet because you'll be hungry, you'll be thirsty. I should not become a source of sorrow for you. Ati vineet mrudu komal mani. वो कौन करेगा ऐसा? Leader is not somebody who fulfills the dreams of many. That is the leader. Leader is a cosmic. In his heart, everybody's heart is there. He is a leader. He is not working for one group or one person or one party. He is working for all hearts. Therefore, when he does something, people say, this was my dream. He fulfilled my dream. This is what I also wanted. ये राम जी धर्मज्ञ सर्व सुख सर्वभूत सुखावह तरस जाता है आदमी कि हमको कोई समझ ले जरा सा तरस जाता है घर में तरस जाता है in the house he is hungry to understand somebody can understand me properly हमारी बात तो सुन लो तो understand my point तुम मान तो लो हमारी बात understand my point कोई मिलता नहीं बात समझने वाला You don't get a person who can understand you, who can appreciate what you wanted to think, what you wanted to do, what you wanted to express. एक आदमी नहीं मिलता. You don't get a single person like that also. Very difficult to get a person who really is for you. And Bhagavan Ram was like that. Therefore everywhere, Ram ji ki jai. Everybody asked other question. Today what Ramji wants? He said Ramji wants this thing. Everybody should do Sandhya. We'll all do. Today what Ramji wants? Nothing, no crime, nothing. Because so much mad love was there for Bhagwan Ram. Ram Raj uska naam hai. Guru Ram Ji had entered each heart, each life, each person's house he had entered. Like the heart is connected to all body and head is connected to all body. तब जाके कोई राम होता है. चलते हैं. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. श्री कृष्ण गोविंद हरे मुरारे. हे नाथ नारायण वासुदेव. 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 श्री कृष्ण गोविंद.